Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Rizky Febriansyah Putra with student number 33240108. Today I'm gonna make a presentation about an exploration of figurative meaning in article of Orange cat are genetically unlike any other mammal and now we know why by T.B. Puyu. The first one I'm gonna discuss is about a background of study. Linguistic is a study that teaches language. Use of language is more important because that's how we can communicate with each other. Language is divided by two types, which is speech and writing. In speech, language is used to express our emotion with sounds and tone to describe what we feel. While in writing, use of language give more impression to readers with the emotions that the writer gives. Both of that can be archived by a form of linguistics called semantic, which studies how words, phrase, and sentence form the foundation for understanding how literal meanings are constructed. For this analysis, the article used is the orange cat are genetically unlike any other mammal, and now we know why by T.B. Puyu. The reason is to see whether the scientific articles, which contain a research and data, also use a figurative meaning. Figurative meaning can be appear in novel, music, poem, and more. But can scientific article contains a figurative meaning? That's why I use this article to be a research object. Next one is the research question. First, what is meaning of figurative speech in this article? And the second one is what figurative speech often appear in the article. First one is description of the research object. The object that I use for this research is an article called Orange Cat are genetically unlike any other mammal, and now we know why, written by T.B. Puyu. This article appeared in ZME Science website that has been known for deliver informative content since 2007. This article contains how orange cats have their own genetic roles amongst the mammal, make it special case for the article. This research focused on how article contains different figurative types. Use of this article as main research is because of the contents of various examples of figurative meaning that enrich the scientific explanation and make the text more engaging for the reader. The article discussed genetic uniques in orange cat. Next one is research objective and benefit. The purpose of this research is to analyze and interpret the use of figurative meaning in the article of orange cat are genetically unlike any other mammal, and now we know why written by T.B. Puyu. This analysis aims to discover, classify, and elucidate the numerous forms of figurative meaning present in the piece. The research aims to uncover how figurative meaning function not only as a stylistic device but also as semantic strategy to simplify complex genetics information, enhance the emotional tone of the text, and engaging the reader in understanding scientific phenomena. The advantage of this analysis lie in comprehending the figurative significance with scientific speech, illustrating how expression function in transmitting knowledge and influencing interpretation. The result of this research can serve as a reference for linguistic student, educator, and scientist communicator in efficiency applying figurative meaning to render complicated idea more accessible and engaging. The study elucidates the role of language as a communicative conduct between science and society, fostering the clearer, more inclusive, and more innovative scientific communication that augment the public interest and understanding of scientific object. Next one is the theoretical framework. First one is linguistic is a study that learns about a language and consists of micro and macro forms. This analysis uses a micro-linguistic called semantic. According to Chairani and Minda 2020, Semantics explore the relationship between linguistic signs and what they refer in the real world, focusing on how meaning is constructed through the language structure. Gray in 2018 asked how semantics examine how in linguistic express convey meaning beyond the syntax and how context influence the interpretation. Figurative study is central in semantics because it's extended beyond literal interpretation and reveal how humans express abstract, emotional, and cultural ideas. By Rusman et al. 2021. According to Alfiani 2021, figurative meaning includes a metaphor, hyperbole, representation, smile, apostrophe, paradox, allegory, personification, synecdoche, and irony. But this analysis focused on the four: metaphor, hyperbole, personification, and irony. Metaphor compares to different things without like, or as. Hyperbole exaggerates for emphasizing personification, comparing human and non-human qualities, and irony contrasts literal and intended meanings. By Aviani 2021. This for type of appear widely literature and are examined in the scientific article. The next one is the analysis and the discussion. The type of figurative meaning is first one, metaphor, the total of 6%, 40%. The second one is personification with total of 5 appear for the percentage of 33.4. The third one and the fourth one is hyperbole and irony, which is total appear it's 2 times each type. The percentage is the same, is 13.3%, with a total of 15 figurative meaning appear in this article. The analysis and discussion. Based on the table, the figurative type found in the article include metaphor, personification, hyperbole, and irony. It's 15 types. The most appear is the metaphor because it's often used in this article, such as strike in the unmistakable marmalade and comes in sunset shades. Both describe the orange color of the cat. Another one is a patch of quiet of fur compares a quill to the cat's fur pattern. The next one is the personification. It's the second of the most common, including the sentence like orange feline have baffled science, which is give the cat's human-like agency, and flipping the first plate, which is portrayed for as a performing an artistic action. The third one is hyperbole, which is appeared twice, such as this orange feline have baffled science for over a century, emphasizing the dramatic duration of scientific interest. And the next sentence is this was more than just solving a feline riddle, which is impressive an achievement. Irony also appeared twice, including this is no ordinary gene, emphasizing the revelation, and switch flip in the wrong tissue, which adds rhetorical wit and soften the gravity of the biological event. This type shows that scientific writing can also include a figurative meaning to create a vivid and engaging explanation. And the last one is conclusion. From this analysis, it can be concluded that metaphor is the most prominent figurative meaning, often used to compare human and the animal or other non-human like an animal. Personification also appears frequently as expression the human-like qualities to animal as a subject, creating a live and relatable narrative. Even though the hyperbole and irony are seen often less, they contribute stylistically to emphasizing the importance of the discovery and highlighting contrasts to authors successfully bridge the gap between the scientific discourse and literature creativity. Overall, this analysis concludes the figurative is not merely decorative but also serve as crucial linguistic and semantic for conveying complex knowledge in more vivid and accessible way. Here are the reference I use, and thank you for watching. If there are any misword I can pronounce, I'm sorry. See you.